Hey, Herd. It is Brad and Steve. This is March Madness. We are so excited for this tournament. We actually are in the same place at the same time. We wanted to be on the same screen, but unfortunately, our audio was kind of overlapping. But I'm actually made a trip down to be with Steve during the tournament because I thought it'd be so much fun, which it has been so far. This tournament has not had nearly as many upsets as the last two that we've done for RAM. But we have had two 11 seeds upsets, so those have been the biggest games aside from the 14 seed Oakland, and that was a heck of a game. If anybody watched it, me and Steve got to watch it with another Ram member, and boy, we enjoyed that game. If you missed the game, there's a guy just knocking out threes. He is second all time, tied with a bunch of other people for 10 threes in a game, and he was just splashing them in over people the whole game. But that was a really exciting one. We still have two number one overall seeds that could be upset, but so far, for the most parts, there haven't been any big upsets. But we'll see what the second half of the day holds for us. Right now, it's about 6 o'clock, so we still have a lot of the big games left. There's probably about 10 games left overall. So we're just going to see. We do have a scoring update that Steve is going to present. The reminder for this year, we've got a few different sets of prizes. Of course, the number one holy grail that everybody wants is going to be the Rammy. The Rammy is just like a little tiny statue with a winner on it. It's pretty cool, but it's really just the pride of knowing that you beat out a lot of members. Every year, it's going to get harder and harder to get that because this is our biggest tournament yet. Our last tournament was our biggest tournament yet. The tournament before that. So we keep growing bit by bit. So every time it gets a little bit harder. You also go into the Hall of Fame with your name and your score for the tournament. So that's what number one overall gets. Plus, they're going to get a hat and a sticker and a coaster. So they get kind of the whole shebang. If you finish in the top 5 overall in the tournament, you're going to get one of these Ram hats. We think we're going to default to the gray, but I guess it doesn't matter which one we order. They could probably be red or gray, but if we can't figure out how to customize them, they'll be the gray that Steve has on. So that's going to be the top 5 for the tournament. For each round winner, and there's 3 different rounds, which we spell out, and I'll leave that up to read the little thing up front that we always post, is a pint glass. So Steve is holding that up, and pint glass are cherished items. I have never won one. I've always wanted one, but I don't have one yet. But we do have that for the round winners. So you get a pint glass for the round winners. We're also giving a hat for the best named team, which we'll probably be doing a video on that tomorrow. So we kind of pick between me and Steve and figure out who he has the best name of the tournament. It's just a fun thing, but that gets a hat. If you finish every single round, which usually about at least 50% to 75% of people do, we're going to send you a sticker just as a fun way of saying, hey, thanks for playing all the way through the tournament. Good time to remind everybody that the turnaround tomorrow, you have to have your picks in by noon. This is the quickest turnaround. The games will end tonight, and you have to repick tomorrow between 8 and noon. We think we're going to have the choices out before then, but we guarantee that they'll be out tomorrow by 8 a.m. And we'll send reminders on that. And then last but not least, we are going to do flock prizes. Whoever the winning flock is going to get a coaster. The entire flock will get a coaster and stickers, but whoever the MVP, whoever the highest scorer in that flock is also going to get a hat, unless they've won a hat one of the other various ways. So I think that's all of our main prizes. Steve's going to give us a quick breakdown on who's leading the top 5 currently, some of the flock stuff. So Steve, if you want to lead us through that.
Sure. So I'm just going to go through the top 5 and then also list the top 3 flocks, according to average points per Ram. So for total points scored so far, and this is through 5 p.m. Eastern time, Friday, March 22nd. So basically we've had around 14 or 15 games finish so far for the tournament out of the first 32 games in this round of 64. So in the 5th spot, we have with 27.53 Ram points, Dan Knight 7, out of Tri-Head, that's his flock. Also from Tri-Head in fourth place with 27.59, Do Ram Brackets Dream of Electric Sheep, which is somebody that I know.
It's my
Uh,
bracket. Just so with full disclosure, I'm pretty happy about that.
in third place from the flock, It's Raining Thane, we have Spaghetti, who has 28.58. And then number 1 and number 2 are both from the Flockaneers flock. In the second spot, we have Aloha Métis with 29.3831. And in the number 1 spot right now, and this is as of 5 p.m. Friday, March 22nd, Team Bizzle with 29.49. So congrats. Or actually, Team Bizzle, I think, is out of the flock list right now. They're not in the Flockaneers. I'm sorry, I got my flock terms mixed up. But so Team Bizzle is right there. Flockaneers are number 1 as far as the average points per ram right now. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Raining Thane is number 1 with 24.15. We got a lot of stats that just came in. It's Raining Thane, 24.15. Flockaneers is in second with 22.99. And then Tri-Head is number 3 right now with 22.58. So that's kind of the stats so far with the top 5 Rams and what the top 3 flocks look like. It's a big tournament. This is a big first round, so we're excited to bring you that updated scoring, and we'll also be doing a quick post with some of those stats. So keep your horns up,
Horns up.
and we'll be talking to you tomorrow.
See you guys.